What's up, guys? It's a spent man coming to you from the beautiful North Country. Today, I'm going to talk about my round firewood piles. They're a Nordic style firewood pile, and I think it's the best low cost way and aesthetically beautiful way to stack your firewood if you're living that awesome rural lifestyle. So let's check it out right here. And we'll see right here, I got my big pile, and on the bottom I have some older seasoned wood, and on the top I have smaller pieces of this here's wood. And this is the pile that's closest to my house, so I put all the little parts on the dome part on the top because that's the first wood I'm going to be going for when it starts getting cold out here in the North Country. And so you can see we have our wood pile over here. I've been getting into it a little bit. I got my shiitake logs on top of it over here. But we got plenty of wood this year, and we got to get it stacked up. So this is kind of how we do it. I'll show you this really pretty one that I'm working on right now. And I've been a little OCD on this one. It's awesome stacking your wood because it's kind of therapeutic, and you're working your brain out, picking the right pieces and getting them fit in pretty good. But the basic gist of this Nordic style round firewood pile is that we kind of want it to be slanting inward a little bit. So when we get the first layer started on the bottom, we want to try and get it to be pointed inward, and we'll see the base layer is a cross piece. Then we go on top of that, so we have this slant going in toward the middle. And then as we stack it up and it starts to even out, we do another cross piece, horizontal piece over here to make it slant inward again. And we do it, up till about 5 feet. And so we work up a pile like so, trying to make sure to keep it slanting inward. That's the way that we want to go. And then we get to fill the middle with either the really big pieces that aren't going to fit in, or the small pieces, or any kind of in-between chunked up wood goes in the middle. And then we do sort of a dome on the top. So we pile it up on the top. I wish I had this uncovered, but I don't. And we get it domed off and covered up with the tarp, making sure to not buy like the cheapest tarp that they have at Harbor Freight or anywhere else. You want to get at least the middle grade tarp, because the cheap tarps get messed up after one season. And these round style firewood piles, we've been doing it for a few years. My wife came up with doing it first, so I can't take credit for it because she watches these videos, and it's like I'm trying to take credit for her work. But I do the firewood stacking around here now. But a couple of reasons why the round style firewood piles are the best is that you don't need to put up a structure to store your firewood or keep it dry. The round pile stays nice and dry. So around here in the North Country, or any sort of northern rural area, you'll see that people will have a firewood shed or a firewood lean-to off of a barn, or they'll have firewood racks that they make out of 2x4s and get real creative with. And we ain't got time for that out here. We want to get our wood stacked up. So with these round piles, you'll see that the wood itself is the structure. So we don't need to have a firewood shed or anything like that. The only thing we actually need to buy is a little tarp that goes on top. So it's a lot more aesthetically pleasing. And when you start making round firewood piles, you'll see that people around you will start doing it too. Our road down here some people like to turn around on our road to go back to a school that's down the street. And we noticed that they had the kids out there doing the round, stacking round piles. So they're definitely influential. When people see them, they kind of want to check it out and do it for themselves too. And it's, the wood is the structure. You're not having to buy any of this inflated, manipulated, dimensional lumber at the big box stores or anything. And people, they like to stack it up in a straight line, and then they have to get tin or corrugated steel to put over the top. And with these round designs, you ain't got to do none of that. And so the wood is your structure. Your only cost is going to be your tarp to cover it up, and your wood's going to stay dry, and you're welcome. So that is how and why we do the Nordic style round firewood piles. And I hope that was of use to someone out there, and you're going to start making these pretty round piles on your property with your firewood too. And with all of the bad inflation going on, and the the economic, planned destruction of the world economy going around us, a lot of people are going to be leaning on their firewood and their wood stove a lot more this winter and into the future. And I think it's great. Wood is the most renewable resource, and we buy our firewood from a local guy, so we feel good helping our old friend Philip out, buying wood from him, and he does a great job. So it's a local renewable product. We get to support a good local guy and stack it up in a nice circle and be a little different, and influence those around us, share the good ideas that we come up with living out here in the beautiful North Country. And that's about that. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I hope you stack up your firewood in a circle. It'll make my day. Yeah, buddy. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye.